Dr. Aditi. Since all the speakers are attempting their icebreaker, the objective read out remains the same. Now, our next speaker is Youth Leader Labeeb Ahmed. The title of his speech is I Am Youth Leader Labeeb.
Am I audible? Yes. Am I a painter, a singer, a musician, an artist, a cricketer, a footballer? Youth leader of the day, respected Toastmasters, and all my dear friends, good evening.
Good evening.
24/7, God keeps on sending His army in order to maintain the dignity and decorum on this earth. On 25th of July, Y2K, once a charmy boy was assigned to the house of Mr. Labeeb Ahmed and Mrs. Tahira Anwar. Descending on this earth needs you to enter into relations. I happen to be their son. I am the youngest child in my family. My papa, Labeeb Ahmed, is a very simple and caring person. He works for Sitcom as an engineer. Mrs. Tahira Anwar is a loving mom, an empathizing teacher, and a multitasking minister who handles many portfolios ranging from purchasing, planning, interior decoration. Money matters never go unscrutinized. Believe me, she's an amazing finance minister too. What more can I hope from God other than such rarity of parents? Everyone has a fear of one kind or the other. Some fear ants, some fear rats, others fear snakes. A large extent fear death. Majority fear public speaking. Now, dear youth leaders, you might have started thinking, I joined Elite 12P to overcome the fear of public speaking. Isn't it?
Yes.
No, my dear friends. I joined Elite 12P to tell stories. When I was a small child, I used to be afraid of thunder and lightning. And when it occurred, I used to get lost and hide under my mother's arm. But after getting blue belt in karate, I fear nothing. But don't be afraid, dear friends. My intentions are not to harm you except being friendly. I have two sisters. The eldest, Afi. The elder, Shafi. Afi is doing a master's in University of Waterloo, Canada. Her presence here today makes me feel elated and motivated. She has come all the way from Canada to give me moral support. If Afi is a role model, then Shafi is a conflict model. An ex-youth leader of JTC, currently doing the 11th grade. All what I learned from her is conflict creation. But then youth leaders, what is an earth without the sky? What is a night without the day? What is a body without a soul? And what is me without Shafi? Now may I ask you all a question? Are there any specific tasks classified for boys and girls?
No.
Usually, you might be thinking things like cooking, knitting, and interior decoration are tasks meant only for girls, whereas boys need to handle tough jobs, isn't it?
Yes.
No, my dear friends, I disagree with this statement. Actually, this is just a mindset that we have to change. Today, I'm going to reveal my secrets to you. You know, I love baking. I can make delicious presents. I presented my first love. Of course, my mom with a red velvet cake on Valentine's Day. On the other hand, toughness was ingrained with my scout days at my school. My hobbies are reading, listening to music, and playing badminton. I came to know about Elite 12P through a Facebook friend of mine. Can you guess who is he? He's none other than distinguished Toastmaster Bhaskar Patel, a very good friend of mine. You might be thinking how a man in his 50s can be a friend of mine, isn't it?
Yes.
But youth leaders, age is just a number. The binding factor between us is the youthfulness of our hearts. I'm thankful to Elite for accepting me in the youth leadership program. The other day, my dear friend Ryan asked me, are you a North Indian or a South Indian? Well, my dad is from Karnataka and my mom is from Orissa. But I always think of myself to be a proud Indian. Apart from being a proud Indian, am I a painter, a singer, a musician, a dramatist, a cricketer, a footballer? I am Labeeb Ahmed. Over to the youth leader.